So what could go wrong? Let's ask Kaufbaum Capital Management President, Fox Business contributor Gary Kaufbaum, along with Bull-Tick Capital Markets Chief Strategist Kathryn Rooney Vera. You know, Kathryn, it's not just the United States, though, right? The printing presses are going on around the world, around the clock, and I think that has you concerned as well.
Well, sure it does, and it's both the fiscal and the monetary side, Charles, and I'll add to what Gary said, which is the fact that the U.S. has the U.S. dollar and the U.S. has the U.S. Treasury market. There is no market, Charles, comparable to either of those two. There is no competition currency for international reserves, not the euro, not the renminbi, sure as heck not Bitcoin. There is no market as deep and as liquid as the U.S. Treasury market. We have $27 trillion in debt out there that is 100% matched by demand. So as we've seen, politicians and the monetary authorities, if they do not see adverse consequences today, then the pendulum will just keep moving in that direction. But as Gary alluded to, this has major consequences. I did the numbers just last week, Charles.
Right.
Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and interest payments consume 90% of American revenues. That's not even including unemployment benefits. If you lump them in, we're at 130. So everything else has to be deficit financed. In 1 or 2 years, we're going to be deficit financing everything that doesn't include Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and interest payments. And this is nothing new. This is nothing new. We're just aggravating the fiscal deficit.
But to that point, you just said there's nothing new, and of course, both of you know, we've been hearing this for over a decade. You know, $5 trillion was going to take us over the cliff, $10 trillion, $15 trillion, $20 trillion. I mean, listen, the bottom line is I think that we go over the cliff because we're not going to stop until then. In the meantime, you know, you've got Janet Yellen yesterday saying that this administration, Kathryn, is going to raise corporate taxes, but they're going to do so in a coordination with other countries. Now I'm really worried. I mean, we got to do everything unilaterally. We got to fight China unilaterally. We got to kill. I mean, I don't want some foreign country dictating where our corporate profits go. I think when you raise them from here, they're going to hurt no matter what.
And they're going to go up no matter what. Janet Yellen also conceded that Trump tax cuts benefited corporate earnings and in the U.S. If we take them up, as Biden to do 7 percentage points back to 28%, we're going to be at the highest level versus our competition. That's going to have a detrimental impact on S&P earnings to the tune of, I would say, about 10% to the downside.
That is absolutely huge. Gary, Kathryn, thank you both very, very much.